to be called for the first time. You may not have been a member of the church for very long, and now you're called to teach. Right. And that's a scary thing.
Sometimes people are afraid to teach the young people. They think, oh, I can't relate to 12-year-olds. And you say, actually, the Lord can help you relate to 12-year-olds because they'll help you, actually. If you work with them, those 12-year-olds will help you.
As you were talking about this, I couldn't help but think of a teacher that I watched teach a Relief Society lesson. And I know that sounds odd that I was in a Relief Society lesson, but as you know, when we travel throughout to watch
How often
teaching,
do you go to Relief Society?
Not often enough, actually. But it was a fun experience because I try to go and look at teaching because our responsibility is to help improve learning and teaching throughout the church and in the home. And so
in the Relief Society too.
Yes, exactly.
Even Sister Beck has said on multiple occasions, anything you could do to help teaching in Relief Society, we are very open. You know?
And they are wonderful. And primary, every single auxiliary has done that with us, has helped us.
Right.
And I've appreciated that opportunity. And so here I was in Romania, and I was watching a Relief Society sister, and she stood up and taught, and she was scared. She was frightened. But yet,
and you probably didn't add much to her comfort.
I probably did not add to that as well. Yes, to her comfort for sure.
We don't help when we visit classes.
Oh, but bless her heart, she stood up there and she actually did a wonderful job. And I could tell she was nervous and scared. But she went about it in such a way, the Spirit was there. It was delightful. And I was getting this through a translator because I do not speak Romanian. And afterwards, I talked to her about this experience. Turns out that she had been a member for 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
And so a week after she was baptized, she was called to teach Relief Society, and then she had the half a week, and then she was teaching the next week on. And so here's her first experience to do that, and she said, I came to the conclusion, I can't do this when they first said, I can't do this. But then here's what she said, and this is what you were saying. I thought it was so great. She goes, and I realized that I don't have to do it. I am not the one that's doing this, but if I partner with Heavenly Father, I can do this. I can do this with Him. In that partnership is the strength will come. And here she was laying everything on the altar, so to speak, of not knowing hardly very much about this and teaching this wonderful lesson. And it was really good. She was scared, to be sure, but she found strength, I believe, in that partnering with the Lord and the Spirit, because she was teaching after the manner of the way that the Spirit teaches, allowed things just to unfold. It was beautiful.
It's what you were saying earlier. This is the miracle of the church. That this happens every week. All these new teachers, inexperienced teachers, teaching the gospel every week in the church.
And I wanted to stay just to go back to Relief Society again, because it was that good, because she was so sincere, so willing, and so open to the experience. I think anyone can do this if they partner and couple that with that experience.
Everybody can teach.
Everyone.
And everybody can learn.